Good afternoon, folks. Odd here with your Outer World news. Current time is 3:26 p.m. UTC, April 10th, 2013. Enjoying a beautifully warm day here in Washington, D.C. As you can tell, pollen counts are high, allergies out of control. I guess we'll see where this goes. Severe thunderstorm watch until midnight tonight. So take heed to that if you are anywhere around this area, through Pennsylvania and down through the central United States, even down into Arkansas and Alabama, and also Mississippi. So here we go. Like always, I'm going to start my newscast with the Meteor Reports. They are still currently investigating 29 reports from April 9th and also from April 10th. They still have 11 reports on April 8th that have been confirmed in Alabama, Kentucky, North Carolina, Ohio, and Tennessee. The new reports that are in are from New Mexico, Texas, New Jersey, California, Oregon, Georgia, Missouri. So if you guys want to go ahead and check into that. On to Comet Ison news. Most anything you guys need to know about Comet Ison, except for the 7 companions and its approach through the asteroid belt, you guys can find here on Wikipedia. You can also talk about Comet Ison here as well. This right here is going to show the closest approach to the Sun is going to be on November 28th, 2013 at a distance of 0.012 astronomical units. Its closest approach to Mars is going to be October 1st, 2013 at 0.072 astronomical units. And it will be closest to Earth on December 26, 2013 at 0.42 astronomical units. Also, when the Earth is expected to pass through the orbit of Comet Ison, also known as Comet Ison's tail, will be January 14th, 15th, 2014, which may result in the creation of a meteor shower. Hopefully, not a bad one. Hopefully just some little dust particles and stuff falling in, because if, it does go through the asteroid belt, or, those 7 companions, it's better pray to God that nothing slams us. Alright, on to biblical news. Mysterious stone structure altar beneath Sea of Galilee. Signs of the apocalypse? You decide. This is from Paul Bagley. This was released today. If you guys want to go ahead and check that out. Very interesting information there. On to financial news. Yavish lifestyles of financial arsonist. Collapse of the Irish banking system. If you guys have been following this all over, excuse me, just allergies if I keep clearing my throat. If you guys have been following this financial crisis in Europe and all over the globe, I think it was planned by the Illuminati. That's just my honest opinion. This was released today if you guys want to go ahead and check into it. Also, Peter Schiff, jobs report, David Stockman, and U.S. economy on gold. If you guys want to look into this, this was also released today. Like I was saying before, I believe that this whole financial collapse was planned by the Illuminati for their easy takeover. And they're starting wars with Iran, Korea, and all that stuff because they want them to fall into their New World Order schemes. The only way to be able to get what they need to get moving. And like I was saying about the whole thing, don't buy into the gold. The reason why is because there is none. Ron Paul's been asking for an audit of Fort Knox forever. This was released April 1st, 2013. Talking about how there's no gold in Fort Knox. A lot of people are thinking that America is literally that broke. So I guess we'll have to see, just please, be prepared like always. Like I say, just get all your ducks in order just in case, anything happens. There's just so much going on right now. So, like always, please be safe. On to World War III news. Libyan arms fueling warfare in Syria, Mali, Gaza Strip, UN report. This was released today from RT News. If you guys want to check into this, it says arms out of post. Gaddafi, Libya are empowering militant groups, including terrorist and criminal gangs across the Middle East and Africa, a UN report said. 12 countries are involved in the illicit trade, sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, of weapons, including portable SAM missiles. 18 months after civilian conflict and NATO bombing campaign ousted longtime Libyan dictator Muammar Gaddafi, most of the weapons in the country remain in control of civilians and militias, according to a UN Security Council report. Very interesting information if you guys want to go ahead and take a look at that. Just all kinds of war just busting out all over the place. Here we go on the Korean news. I read this last night, but some of you might not have caught it, so I'll read it again. It says the United States and South Korea have upgraded their military surveillance status in anticipation of a possible mid-range missile launch by Pyongyang, the latest escalation of tension in the war-weary peninsula. You know, April 15th is supposed to be the day that they're going to celebrate their leader, and supposedly they might set off missiles anywhere between now and that time frame. So hopefully they don't, you know, because right here it says on CNN, North Korea nears dangerous line, Hagel says. This was released today, about an hour ago. It says North Korea is skating very close to a dangerous line after weeks of saber rattling. U.S. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel warned Wednesday as Northeast Asia watched for an expected missile test. Their actions and their words were not helped to defuse a combustion situation. Hagel told reports at the Pentagon, he said the United States and its allies want to see North Korea rhetoric ratcheted down. But if that doesn't happen, our country is fully prepared to deal with any contingency. So both countries are not backing down, you know. And then now Russia's saying that they're on our side with the U.S., but they don't want to see any escalations to war and that we need to calm ourselves. You know, so very interesting stuff there. Also, if you guys want to check into North Korea and South Korea on their live news stream, sometimes this goes in and out, but this right here is where you can view any live coverage of North and South Korea. So like always, I'll leave links. Also here, as you can see, all the traffic is still moving in one direction. You know, this was happening all day yesterday as well. So this right here is also live feed. I'll leave a link to this. Some cars are heading this way. Most cars are all heading this way. I don't know if they're trying to leave the country. You know, if I was there, I would be. So definitely take a look at this so you guys can stay up to date on everything that's going on. Also, real-time live KMS-32 satellite tracking. If you guys want to look into this. You know, right now it's coming past Antarctica and it's heading back up north. So you guys can track the satellite in case it is equipped with an EMP or a possible nuclear device. So like always, I'll leave links so you guys can check into that and find out when it's going to be over the U.S. Alright, on to comedy news. Cat bath freakout. You know, I thought this was pretty funny because this cat, they're trying to give this cat a bath and keep saying no, no. Really, really crazy video if you guys want to check into it. And now on the weather news, it's pretty daggone hot over here in Washington, D.C. As you can see, it's 90 degrees, Silver Spring 92, which is pretty much where I'm at, but I still say D.C. This is like right next door. But man, it is hot, yeah. So it's kind of crazy, you know, just like, it's like 2 days ago we had to have our heaters full blast, and then now we have our AC units on. This is just some really strange weather. So anyway, if you guys want to go ahead and check into all of this on the Weather Channel, you know, they are talking about the severe weather outbreak that is going to be coming, you know, and tonight we have extremely bad thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms, possible tornadoes. So anybody, you know, that's in those areas, please pay attention. You know, up here it talks about the powerful storms packing a quadruple punch. So please go to the Weather Channel, check out Tornado Central, so you guys know everything that's going on, safety and preparedness, just for all this severe weather. Also, they have severe weather and alerts on this website. Also, if you guys have any types of iPhones and iPads and all that other good stuff, download the weather app so you guys are always informed on what is to come. Now on to Helio Viewer. As you can see, we have one sunspot that's passing out on the western limb now. We have a few other sunspots here as well. This sunspot right here is really weird. It has a like reversed magnetic polarity to it, but very, very interesting to look at if you guys want to check into it. You know, a few of these sunspots do look like they might pop, but most of them are just all show, no go. But like always, I'll leave links so you guys can check it out. This is the solar wind speeds. As you can see, within the next 48 hours, we're going to get hit by a pretty good sized coronal hole stream. It's going to be hitting Earth. Earth is right here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at that to see when it's going to possibly hit us. Here's Earth here, so you guys can go ahead and take a look at this as well, so you guys can you know, pay attention to what's going on. You know, we just had that earthquake yesterday, so you know, by the 12th, you know, keep your eyes peeled because we might have another big one. So just be safe on that. Also, onto the Bartol Neutron network. As you can see here, we still have, you know, showing minor readings on the pitch angle. Cosmic ray density has dropped dramatically. As you can see here as well, pretty crazy stuff going on. You know, I don't know if they manipulated this or not, but a lot of the readings do look smaller. But I just figured, you know, I'd still bring it to your all's attention every day, so you guys know what is going on. And as you can see, the Murado real-time data is starting to drop a little bit, so I guess we'll see what's going on with that. Alright, now on to earthquake news. We had a fairly large earthquake 30 minutes ago right down in Honduras at 5.5. We also had a 5.1 in central Peru, so watch out over here, folks. You know, especially Central America, South America, and the western U.S. Alright, we also had a 2.3 in Missouri 4 hours ago, and a 4.6 off the coast of Australia. Now, as you can see, there's been a whole bunch of earthquakes over here. Iran still getting pop-offs in the Canary Islands. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys here. Canary Islands was relatively quiet there for a little bit, but it seems to be having a little bit of an uptick again. So we're going to keep our eyes out on this, you know, just to be safe. 2.7. So there you go. Also, on to more earthquake news. You know, there's the 5.2 right down there. So that's a 5.2 in South America. They also had a 4.5, and now there's the 5.5 right there in Honduras. They also had a 4.0 last night in the Virgin Islands. Remember, I was saying that they've been having an uptick of 2 3-point swarms. Usually when they have a lot of swarms like this, it usually means there's going to be a gigantic pop-off. So I guess we'll see within the next 48 hours. Also, for the last week, as you can see, the earthquakes have been a relatively powerful, and a lot of them. As you can see here in Iran, a lot of earthquakes. A lot of earthquakes over here, all across the Ring of Fire. Here's the other 7-pointers and stuff that we had over here in Indonesia. And also all the 5-pointers that we've been having over here in the Mid-East, or sorry, the Central America. 5-pointer down here, other 5-pointers down there in the south. And as you can see, all the 3- and 2-point swarms with the 4-pointer over there in the Virgin Islands. So like I was saying there, folks, you know, please be safe. Take heed to this earthquake watch, also to the weather outbreak that we are having at this current moment. Also, within the next few weeks to a month, we're going to have a huge cicada outbreak on the east coast of the United States, so pay attention to that. If you have any crops, you know, please get them prepared for the outbreak. Like always, sports information will be at the bottom. Also, your current weather and temperature information will also be at the bottom, and everything that was used and all the links in this newscasting will also be at the bottom. This is Odd with your Outer World News. Current time is 3:48 p.m. UTC, April 10th, 2013. Well, you all have a blessed day, and much love to you all.